Good evening, everybody. Welcome into another episode of The Real Kindred of Bloom. I should probably get that running, otherwise. There we go.
Remember to record.
Remember to record, thank you. Boom. In case my internet goes wonky, we just continue on. And welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Another Vampire the Masquerade episode. How's everybody doing right now?
Alive.
Hectic week ahead of you. And
Behind
then,
and ahead. We don't talk about Fight Club.
Yeah, okay. That's fine. We don't talk about it at all. Anyway, so this is Vampire the Masquerade. Sorry we started a little bit later than normal. We had some background stuff to do to finish off. And with real life coming in the way of things, it's very hard to organize shit, but we've got it sorted. And yeah, this is a game about monsters, for those of you who don't know. People playing these games, in this game, are characters. Does not necessarily reflect them and their personal beliefs, not necessarily. And if it makes you uncomfortable certain parts, I mean, just by all means, tune out for a bit or wait for a few minutes and then come back. All right. Let's start our vampire story. The camera opens up and you see Jan heading into town. The camera fades out and you see someone that you've all just had brief interactions with. Tiffany. She's busy in her shop and she's talking to someone. And when she stops talking, her voice responds to her. And she goes, "Oh yeah, this is going to be completely interesting. I'm needed back there, and I'm needed here. And you're telling me that you will go back. I mean, the veil was thin enough. The veil between all the worlds was thin enough so that we could meet. Okay, so you're gonna go back, and I'll stay. All right. And I'm not allowed to go back. Okay. Well, continue your story over there, and I'll start a fresh one over here." And we find ourselves... Where do we find ourselves? Who wants to go first?
Well, Marta has made breakfast while Elsie is still asleep.
There's a flower next to Elsie.
Is that Janine brought. So just Marta has already eaten, so she's washing her dishes. Every now and again, just checking if Elsie is awake yet.
Are you
but being quiet?
Are you trying to be quiet?
Yes.
Okay. It seems like my internet is a bit funky tonight, but it's fine. I'm recording. You are trying to be quiet.
Mine is also not great.
Yeah.
It keeps dipping.
Yeah. And I mean, let's make this interesting. Marta.
Yes.
Roll me a dex and stealth, please.
That's not gonna be great. Not bad.
Hey, no, you're quiet enough. She doesn't wake up.
Perfect.
She doesn't wake up. And what are you dreaming about, Elsie?
Elsie will probably be dreaming. She has this thing that she wants to accomplish, and I think like her thoughts go back to her parents or her dreams, and goes back to her parents and the life they tried to create for her, and what she lost when she lost them. Yeah.
So you want to get the house back to perhaps win back a bit of maybe your innocence. Your nostalgic innocence that can be found in nostalgia.
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think she
no longer innocent.
Yeah, she can't go back to how it was before or what she was before, but she can have those memories.
Will this make her feel better about what she does once she gets that house?
Probably. And she'll also know that when she does have that, she will be able to help more people in her circumstances or her situation and protect. So that I think is her, like, what her dreams center around.
Okay, awesome. And maybe plant a couple of flowers, tend to the garden and all of that. Okay, yeah, that's amazing. And what is Mr. LaRue up to?
So last time, if I'm correct, with the whole book throwing, Jan did say that he wants us all to go to Tiffany, me and JJ, if I'm correct, right? Or was it just him?
I think he wanted you all to go.
Let's
just find out, yeah?
If I were to go, I would probably go with both of them. Because it's a haunted house and everything, and his whole thing is he wants to, be the hunter guy. I'd be like, okay, I bring you. And so I'd also bring Luhan because I want, like, science-y, more grounded. And he'll pick up things that I would know. So there's that. And then for the other thing, for the warden's house, I definitely want to bring both of them because I have gotten to the point where now that they've mentioned things, I'm starting to think, wait a minute, the guy is weird. And now I'm scared.
Okay.
So I'm probably then preparing to head out then with them. So yeah, just packing my things. I probably already did my orders.
Yeah, you've read through books, finished your daily orders or technically your weekly orders.
Yeah.
Some of them still need to ferment and be shaken a bit, but other than that, it's good.
So he's just
obviously I know about science, okay? I know
Yes.
about science. Yeah. Some of them needs to ferment. I mean, there's a I learned today how to make a certain type of candy, and it involves science, and I'm like, huh? Science, bitch.
Science.
But yeah, so he is just preparing to head out with Jan and JJ. So yeah, he's getting his little bag with his little vials in it, and then overpacking. He's basically
overpacking. Okay, so speaking of Mr. Jan, what are you currently doing? You've thrown a couple of books around.
So Jan is sitting with like a massive headache.
Probably that damn coffee, man.
Most likely. And he is basically reading on different types of vampires.
Are you looking for something specific, or?
Actually, what he's now doing is he's basically researching anything he can put his concentration span on. So most likely still stuck on a Machiavellian then he would basically read and forget most of the things he read and try again, and maybe he remembers something now.
Okay, roll me. Let's go wits and academics.
Okay.
Wait, do you have academics? It's either wits or
Yes.
wits, academics, or investigation.
I have academics.
Okay,
I
wits
think you have a
and
specialization in research as well. I could be wrong.
you might have. Let's see here. Let's just confirm. Oh, come on. Wrong button, Zaffa. Which one is it? That one. Oh, theology. He's got a specialization in theology.
Oh, that's interesting.
That is interesting. You see something that they call the what do they call them? You see something about a harpy. You see something, and with the harpy you see something called Elysium, and then Elysium harpy. You also spot the word Tremere, and then on top of that you also spot the word, well, it's not a word, it's more of a phrase, another vampire clan that you can see with that drags your attention is well, they're called Unknown. In brackets it's unknown, and then next to the word unknown it is blood ritualists. And then scribbled on the side of the on the sideline of the paper is like cult question mark. Blood cult question mark.
Jan will basically stay on the page for a while, thinking it's odd, and then he will basically stand up. Luan, you here?
Yes, and you hear the jingling coming from the rest of all the glass vials in his bag, and say, "Yeah, what do you need?"
Is there something we need to do today?
Yes, JJ has asked us to help him with things. He took me home last night. We discussed this, so we're going to see Tiffany.
Okay.
Because I don't know about the haunted house yet.
Yeah, you don't know about the haunted house yet. Oh, by the way.
Oh, that's cool.
Love it, love it.
So, is there any wait, are we hunting tonight?
No, not as far as I know. You're the hunter. Do we have a plan of hunting? Do you have a target? The wardens are suspicious. If you want to go do that tonight.
We can. I don't know. Maybe I just bring my sword with. We just investigate, and then maybe if something were to happen, we can do it. And as Jan is speaking, he keeps looking at the page about like ritual blood and stuff like that, and the picture of a Malkavian or something. It's like, yeah, maybe we do that. I don't know.
Are you okay? You seem a little bit more scattered than usual.
I don't know. I think I was a little bit off, off my game. But I'm always excited to hunt. Okay, I'll make ready. Let me just get my blades. Do you have any type of stuff you want to bring with that will help on the investigation? One of your you call it, science potions,
I
remedies.
lift up my bag and you just hear clink, 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 clink. Like, I have packed for everything. I can make fire with this combination. This one I don't know what it does, but I think it will make a bright light. We will see. But
Oh shit.
or I
Okay.
burn the forest down. But who needs a forest?
What does some of these potions smell like?
So they're very chemical. So if you if I actually go to my notebooks, I actually wrote down the important ones of science. The one that probably would smell the most would probably be a very like acidic, like almost like a lemon smell, as well as a hydrochloric acid smell.
You do
It's probably the two strongest.
you do properly cork them and close them off, though, right?
Yeah. Oh yes, they are made in these special glass vials with these like metal corks that actually have a wax seal. They're basically one use. Throw them in the person's face.
Roll me a wits and awareness there, Mr. Jan Hendrik van Skalkwijk.
Yes. Wits and awareness.
They don't smell like Tigress's room at this moment. I'm on antibiotics and it's fucking up my tummy. It's so bad, you guys.
Oh shit!
I'm sorry.
Get them some probiotics, man.
I have, it's not working.
Jeez. Okay.
You'll stop together. I went to the dentist today, and I'm half off drugs, so
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Okay,
that's gonna be a
so
struggle to be
I'm
struggling
farting,
together.
you're high.
Yeah.
Big cover.
You smell fart. No. You do smell an acidic, lemony thing, lemony scent, emanating specifically from Luan.
Did you bring like mosquito repellent? I think I can smell it.
Oh no, not mosquito. No. Wait. What do you smell?
It's like acidic type of something. What is
Lemony.
that? Lemony.
That's actually very weird. The only thing that I have on me that is that it's a type of invisible ink reaction where you can write and it disappears, and then you can use this substance like take out a cork bottle that's also cleansing that you basically throw this and then the script will appear for a bit. That's what?
You look at the bottle, it is locked. It is locked tight.
I smell it.
You
Is
smell it?
anything-
There's a bit of spillage. You can smell. I mean, your senses are kind of fucked for working in a lab the whole time, but you do smell like a faint hint of lemony, like a faint lemony scent.
You should really like close your files.
They are very, very closed.
Why?
Very, very.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna start making ready. I maybe just have to see like. Now I think I'm bringing out the family sword again, and maybe one steak.
Is it proper to have weapons, Sorrel, in this time of age on you?
The thing is, they're used to him carrying a weapon on his back.
Yes.
He's never wielded it in public. People might frown upon him down with the wielding. But weapons at the moment, guns and stuff, whatever guns existed. Yeah, it's not like a. I mean, the police hasn't been invented yet, so it's not like a big. You know, it's not like, ooh, he's having a gun. He's got a gun on him.
Self-defense is still okay.
Yeah, self-defense
vibe.
is still okay, but you know, be human about it. Don't.
There
don't
is a
be dicks.
constable probably, but
Yeah.
okay.
There's a unit in Bloemfontein, but like I said, they do. The town is small enough that it's not a concern. Yes.
Alrighty, I'll then just look at Jan and say, yes, just make sure you put the steak in like a leather pouch that doesn't look too odd. So we're walking off with sharp sticks. But yeah, sure. Then we can maybe 2 steaks. I don't know. I don't think it's a vampire. I think it's something else. You do you. This is your hunt.
Okay. Luan,
Hmm.
we should actually just be careful. If you do get bit, there is a chance of you turning into one of those.
And is that a bad thing?
It is, as you will start to become one of them, a source of evil.
I'll try not to get bit. Don't worry. I will stay behind you at all times.
And I will do my best to protect us.
And just remember that you can also get bit and returned.
I don't think one of my family has turned yet. I do not plan to be the first.
That's good to know. That's good to know. And I'll smile at him.
And then
Do you smile back?
Jan basically looks at the book, at the page, and then turns around, almost like in thought.
Okay.
I'll go downstairs again and just wait for JJ.
Well, JJ is luckily just like you're basically in the center part of town, so all businesses and things are there. So JJ is pretty damn close. Maybe like two houses over, 2 business blocks over, or whatever. 2 businesses over. So you can just go to him if you wanna.
The thing is, we work in his family home most, which is
All 3 of you do. Yeah, all 3 of you do. Yeah.
No, 2 of us do. Me and Jan is in his. So we're on the outskirts of Bloemfontein, or where are we?
Oh wait, the businesses. Yeah, you're on the outskirts. You're in the old Masonic temple, or Masonic lodge.
Yes,
So
yes.
you're about like 10 minutes. Sorry, I was confused because I'm like, Tiffany and him was close to each other. Yeah, you're on the outskirts. It'll take you a while to get there. About 15 minutes or so.
Alright, then
Brisk walking 10.
Wait, realistically, it wouldn't make sense for you to wait for me to walk to you so I can walk back. Because I would be walking basically back home to. It would actually make more sense if you went to me first and then we went there.
Yeah, I think you probably didn't told me last night about it. So yeah, I'll wait for Jan to be done, and when he's done, we're going to go on an adventure and walk to your place.
Yeah. Jan basically takes like a half an hour, gets like his gear and stuff on,
And you feel a bit more like perfectionistic about everything. You try and everything's got its place now. Yeah.
Put the sword on the back. Got like 2 stakes on the side, almost like it's clipped on to like a belt thingy on his side.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's getting ready. The book is still open on that page, and he will basically keep an eye, like almost like it's bothering him, but like he tries to shake out of it,
Mm-hmm.
and make his way back. Luan, I'm ready. Are you ready?
I am ready, as you see me stand at the door. Let's go see what JJ has in store for us.
Go. Let us go.
And then what are you up to there, JJ?
I would have finished the work I was doing, papers been out, um, and now I am sitting and contemplating my next few moves because I have now a few of them, and
Mm-hmm.
I think the current state that he's in is like, how did it suddenly get so busy? In terms of why did it suddenly now it feels like weird things are happening. So I think he might be trying to jot down a little bit of ideas or something to do a little bit of research.
Mm-hmm.
But other than he's kind of like almost puzzled by it's very weird that a lot of different things are happening all at the same time. Feels like it'd be one thing if one weird thing happened and it could be like, oh, this is crazy, and then the rest of your life is normal. Now it feels like a lot of things are happening at once, and I think that's
Almost,
what he's.
almost as if someone's telling a story about your life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. It's almost like it's like you're an NPC. You're not real. You were just a little thing, and now
Mm.
suddenly it's your story, and you're going through all of these strange things. But I mean, obviously, can't like it's live,
Yeah, it's
clearly.
life, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, if you weren't at the house when that person's leg broke, you wouldn't have seen that.
Yeah.
Um, you wouldn't have seen Tiffany doing her thing. You did discover the big thing, so that's two things already congregating, and you've also semi got answers to it, to the burning mark. But yeah, what's the other things that's crazy? The haunting? Yeah, okay, yeah, the haunting. It was always rumored that the house was haunted or the property was haunted. And I mean, it is technically, if you're thinking about it with your investigation roles and everything, it is full moon.
Mm.
So, I mean, shit is about to go crazy if you
Could
were
also could be just
superstitious.
it could also just be that, as you said, because it's a full moon and stuff like that,
Mm.
people are already on edge.
Yeah, maybe.
It might be people making up stories to scare other people. It might be because it was the kids that came to know it. So I mean, maybe
Maybe
they're kids.
they're talking. They're talking to each other, you know, and maybe they're just hyping themselves up. Okay, yeah. And Marta and Elsie. Elsie, I think you probably woke up by now.
Yes. If I must.
If I must.
Yeah. So I'll say wake up and she'll be helping Marta in around the house and
But eat your breakfast first. And Janine left you a little flower.
oh my god.
She's apparently handing out flowers to everyone in town.
Yes, to make them happy.
Yes, that's what she said.
I might have. So, were you there for the conversation?
Well, you told me about it.
Okay. How am I going to teach a 6-year-old, 9-year-old about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the... Oh my god. I'm not going to think about that right now. I actually wonder, do you think the boys want to do something?
I'm not sure. I haven't heard anything from them since they left last night. And, well, Jan Hendrik left in a hurry this morning. He seemed a bit out of it.
Okay.
We can probably go check in on them in town.
Yeah, full moons are just usually, you know, good money nights. So, yeah. So maybe let's check in and then, let's split for one.
Okay. I think JJ mentioned something about seeing Tiffany.
Oh, yeah, cool. We can go to her.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
So while Elsie is eating, Marta will saddle up the horse.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Works.
it's easier for us to ride a horse into town than to walk.
Of course.
Yes,
Yeah.
You're one of the wealthy people.
exactly.
In fact, you're basically one of the people they trade the horses with. So they come from Cape Town up and drop their horses off and grab your horses and move up. And when they come back down, it's just a swapping. So that's also how you make some of your money. So
train up the horses they leave behind.
Yeah, just keep them busy and keep them well fed and healthy and yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys will make your way into town, and Luan and Jan is also busy making their way into town. On the way there, you run into a little girl with like a crap ton of flowers. And she runs up to you like, "Hello, good morning, misters."
Hello.
"Hi, I'm trying to make people happy like Elsie, so here's a flower for you,
Oh, thank you.
and here's a flower for you."
Thank you.
She says
so
she
much.
gives people flowers and that makes them happy.
That is so nice of Elsie.
Yeah. And I want to be like her one day.
Yeah,
I
be
want to
like
make
her.
people happy and my dad says he's never been happier.
That's amazing.
Since he met
that's
her.
That is the power of positive like energy and what impacts like can have a massive impact on our community. We need more people like Elsie.
Yeah, and also apparently my mom's also happier because my dad met Elsie.
That is so nice. I should actually have a.
But you shouldn't tell my mom that though. My dad promised me not to tell.
Why?
Maybe the flower is a secret thing. Don't tell anyone I've given you flowers.
Oh, that's actually very true. You need to just say, "Here's a flower." You don't need to say it's like Elsie because it's a secret.
Oh, okay. So Elsie gives her flower away in secret. Flowers away in secret.
Yes. Very, very secret. Very
Okay.
late at night.
Okay.
Why?
At night.
What?
Yes, that's the best time. Flowers.
Should I give my
beautiful
flowers
flowers.
away at night?
No, you're too
I
young.
should be
When you're older, you
sleeping.
can give your flower away at night.
Okay. But okay, I'm on my way to Tiffany to give her some flowers, and she runs.
Yes, and remember, secret.
Secret. Yeah, secret. Okay.
I'm so.
And she runs off and like, "I'm giving flowers away." La, 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 la.
Jan, don't be confused. So remember that if you give someone something and you tell them you're giving them out of kindness, it covers the act. That's why it has to be secret. Yes.
See, Luan, that's why I feel like we are great friends. It's you understand the customs of Bloemfontein much better than I do.
Which is odd because you've been here longer than me.
Yeah, but I haven't really gotten out much. Do you think I should buy like a bunch of flowers?
I don't think that's your thing,
Okay.
but I think if you do some training exercise in the middle of the square, people will love it.
Okay, that's cool. At night?
You may get offers that I don't think you're ready for if you use your normal pattern of
Okay.
training.
Damn
But-
it, don't send attachments while we're streaming. I can't look at them.
Let me judge.
It's just my notes that says Janine Jan Hendrik says be like Elsie, and then just capital letters. Oh my God, why is there a child?
But yeah, like don't worry, we'll figure out what you can do for the community and killing vampires or monsters. That's something.
I feel like Elsie is like the true hero of Bloemfontein.
He is a hero of Bloemfontein. He has solved a lot of difficult situations.
That's true.
We should look up to her.
We should.
Shit. Let's go. Let's go before we see another child that's trying to be like Elsie.
And you head on, and you get to the center part of town, and you're pretty close to the newspaper, and the camera cuts back to Marta and Elsie reaching, I almost said Granny, reaching Tiffany's place. It is currently, well, if you look at it, you'd think it's closed, but based off of past experiences, you know that she should be open by now. Both of you roll me a wits and awareness. Okay. Just give me a few things. Give me a few minutes. Okay. I just had to find that out. Yeah, both of you. Okay, Elsie rolled.
Ignore me.
Oh, okay. I'm sitting here going, what? Yeah, both
Ignore
of you.
me.
Both of you hear like a sort of slight sobbing from inside the store. The store looks like your typical herbalist's hut. Lots of plants in the windows and weird-looking vegetables growing in the little garden in front of the place. But you hear sort of like a light sobbing coming from inside, and you definitely hear the name Preston in between sobs.
Do we recognize the name?
No. And after a while you hear you hear a bit of shuffling. Good morning, dearies. How can I help?
Okay?
Yeah, of course I'm okay. If you want to see if she's lying, you can roll an insight and well, what's an insight? Marta, she's fine. Elsie, she's not. No, of course I'm okay. So what can I help you with, dearies?
They're actually waiting for Duan, Jan, and JJ. They said they'd be heading to you later, so yeah, we just sort of.
Would you like me to send someone for you when they arrive?
No, I think I'd like to look around, if that's
yeah,
fine with
you're
you.
welcome to my shop at any time. Any time of day or night. Well, unless I'm sleeping, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
Have you found anything new and interesting?
Aside from the broken leg that I fixed yesterday, damn scientific doctors not going out to farmsteads. It's just crazy. Aside from that, nothing much. It is a gibbous moon. So,
Ooh.
you know,
What happens on the gibbous moon?
it's just basically full moon, essentially. It's crazy stuff can happen, apparently. If
Ooh.
you're inclined to that sort of belief. I mean, the recent attacks, the recent animal slaughters, was technically close enough to a full moon to call it a full moon. And
Do you have any insights on the animal attacks?
no, I've looked at the animals and strange. The only thing that I find strange is that definitely no animals attacked the animal, but nobody seems to believe me. So,
What do you mean with no animals attack the animal?
well, if it isn't animals, then it is definitely human.
Yeah, but it's like, is it not animal terrors?
The average person would see animal claw marks,
Mm-hmm.
but that's definitely made by humans.
Oh.
And she's
Well-
like, let me show you, let me show you. And she
Okay.
bends down and takes her hand and drags it across like a sandy part, and she
Mhm.
drags it sort of like in a like a scratching way. And she's like, now tell me, what animal does that represent? And you look at it and you're like, yeah, what we've inspected or investigated, it kind of makes sense that it could be humans. But it's definitely, with your knowledge on farm life and everything, it leans towards some sort of animal. The one thing that stands out to you is the fifth digit, the fifth claw mark.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, normally you'd see that and it's like probably like 2 or 3 times scraped and then it makes a fifth one. So you thought like animals, but now that you look at it, it's like, huh.
But why would humans want to do that?
I don't know, dearie. People are going crazy during this time of month. As you all know, because we all are women. We do go, well,
We
We've been-
do go crazy
we-
during this time of month, Zaffa. Is that the
we've
sentence
been,
that you
we've
wanted to
been,
fucking say?
we've been, I'm
Because
trying.
I know where you live.
No, listen.
Uh-huh,
I'm busy wording it better. I didn't say this time of month. I didn't say this time of month. Listen first
That.
before you judge. Okay?
She's already halfway to your house. I see it.
Yeah. Well, we know whose time of
If
month
he
it is
hears
right now. We have been, shall I say, painfully blessed. And maybe this is some humans' time of month, some people's time of month where they go crazy a bit. Funnily enough, though, last month, nothing. So maybe it's something to do with the date, or the tides, or the weather, and the full moon. I don't know.
That's
People-
really
What was-
strange.
Here's the big thing. People be crazy.
What was the difference last month? Like, what was different?
There wasn't really a tax centered around this time.
But, like, I mean, you say it's the last full moon. You said that last month it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Why? Was it like, what was different? Was there
There was no
like,
attacks. Oh, what do you mean different within the vibe?
so like what? Yeah, like was the weather different?
I mean, we are cooling down a bit. It's still swelteringly hot, but we are cooling down a bit.
Was it raining last time?
I can't remember. No, it wasn't. It's just maybe it's just people being crazy, thinking that maybe they're witches and they need to dance under the full moon with only their knickers on. I don't know.
That's really fun, by the way. We should totally try that sometime.
Yeah, people tell me that all the time. They
It's a lot
believe
of
I
fun.
do that also. It's strange.
We can do that and prove them right. I mean,
And Janneman said I can't swim. People like me can't swim. I mean, what's that all about?
Why?
I don't know.
Can you swim?
Yeah. I've
Then
practiced
Janneman is
I've
welcome.
practiced holding my breath quite a lot.
Oh, that's cool. How long can you hold your breath?
4.5 minutes.
yo,
That's impressive.
I can do about 3.
Really? In your profession, I'd thought you'd be a little bit more fit.
3 is a long time.
And you go into her store. It is your typical herbalist's hut. There's a couple of vials with weird things in it, with weird liquids and strange, but not really like mystical or anything. It's more like natural remedies and oils and stuff like that.
Tiffany,
Mm-hmm.
do you have any treats I can give to Ben?
Oh, I do. Let me just check in my drawers quickly.
Okay.
So what is he supposed to give you? Just any treats?
It is.
Okay, just making
I'm
sure.
just curious
Carrot would
if she
do.
has anything.
Carrot would do.
Yeah, it's basically carrots
Home
and
baked carrots.
it's probably like a special big, like a bigger version of a carrot of a cookie, but it's a carrot cookie, and she
Ooh,
gives you
that's
like
cool.
4 of them.
This basically gonna make Ben high.
and she's like, just
Yeah,
don't give
powder.
it all to him at once.
Just one at a time.
We know what happened last time. You got about a month's worth of manure, but
Is.
fertilizer. But yeah, please. Yeah.
How much do I owe you for these?
Oh, this is on the house.
Oh,
I'll
thank you.
ask for a favor later. Don't worry.
Perfect.
Mm.
Oh,
And yeah.
we also heard that you gave Luan some drink to energize people.
Oh yeah, Klatchian
Yes.
coffee. I gave him the
Yeah.
recipe for it.
Well, Jan Hendrik drank it and he went a bit crazy.
Was
He
he
levitated like he was off of the floor for a little bit.
was he
like
on the
in
verge of
midair.
sleeping?
No,
No.
he was very much awake.
That's what happens. Yeah, that's what happens. It's the best way I can explain it is the exact polar opposite of being drunk.
That makes sense. He was
Knurred,
loud.
if you will. Yeah.
He was loud and he killed one of my trees.
Yeah, but he wasn't tired. That's the problem.
Yeah, that makes
What
sense.
is what's in it?
Oh, just some herbs and stuff. I don't know if he followed the recipe perfectly. Some of the ingredients is really hard to come by around here. So he might have substituted some of them
Probably.
using
Yeah.
his
Floating
scientific
punch.
mind and whatnot, you know.
That's true.
Yeah.
You hear the bell ringing of the door, like, you know, when the door opens, bling, bling, bling. And you hear a little voice go, "Who?"
Hello.
Roll a wits and
Hello.
awareness. Okay. So you see Janine, like behind some of the shelves, but she's walking like this. And like she's trying to avert. She's not. If she doesn't see you, you can't see her. And she goes up to
Right.
Granny and she's like, "Here, Granny, to make you happy." "Oh, thank you, dearie. Thank you. I'll put it in a nice little flower pot and put it on the counter here for you. Okay, Granny. Oh, I am not here. This is a secret. And she walks around and she turns around and then she sees you out of the corner of her eye. And then she
Elsie's like staring daggers at her.
And so she just puts the flowers between you and her vision. And she walks out. Very quietly.
Tiffany?
Yes, dearie.
We need to keep an eye on Janine.
Oh no, I'm keeping an eye on her.
Good.
She wants to be just like Elsie when she grows up.
Yes. I might have mentioned flowers in one of my conversations with her.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yes, and now she's
flower
trying
thing.
to make people happy with flowers like I do, because I mentioned deflowering. Like, I don't know how to speak to a 9-year-old. Oh, God.
It's okay. I'll keep an eye on her. Don't worry.
Please, thank you.
Don't worry about it. I mean, she's almost an adult now, so...
No.
That's true.
Yeah.
Me
She's
too.
got a couple of years to
Preserve
go.
what we have.
But I'll keep an eye on her. And
Okay.
you guys start making small talk. And you just talk about random things. And the camera cuts back to Luan and Jan. As you happen upon the house, you've got flowers. Each of you have got a flower in your hand. And I guess you knock on the door.
Are you gonna knock, or should I? I think you and JJ are like besties.
Oh yeah, sure. And I will say that Luan would have randomly put the flower in his head like a pin. So there's just the flower there. And he's like, sure. If I'm correct, JJ lives on top of his business, right? Or wait, yeah.
Well, he's basically in his business the whole time, in the shop. You're pretty sure there's a bedroom somewhere.
I will not.
You won't know it exists because there's too many papers everywhere.
Yeah.
There's a bed under all the papers.
Yeah, somewhere. But yes, in the day I will be in the bottom section. I will be in my office.
I will knock loudly.
No, you hear that knock.
Coming! And I'm like, open the door. Hey, if it isn't my two favorite people. Hello, Mr. Warrior.
Roll me a
And
wits and
one
awareness
opposite.
there, Mr. JJ.
It needs an awareness.
Okay, continue.
Okay. Yeah. Come. Would you like a coffee? Maybe not for you, Warrior, but Leon, would you like a coffee?
I would like coffee. He's banned from coffee.
No,
Because he doesn't
100%.
follow instructions.
I did follow instructions. And
Were you sleepy?
I felt sleepy. I think
No,
so.
you took it as a shot for enjoyment. Science is not for enjoyment
Why
unless
would
you do cocaine.
Now that's a statement.
Yes.
Unless you do cocaine.
Unless you. Okay. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. I did invite you here to go and see Tiffany. However, I've had recent developments this morning. I've had quite an interesting morning, and I'm saying this while I'm making the coffee. So, first things first, I got some information from kids coming back from their house, and I found two things. One, tonight we have a plan because there is a haunted house, supposedly. And I want to check it out. Now, if I'm going to go check it out, and the place is haunted with something, doesn't that sound like a fun time, Mr. Warrior?
Yeah. It does sound good.
Good, good. The second thing, so that's our plan for tonight. I hope you guys will get ready for that, join me for that. And the second part is in about 2 days, the warden is supposed to have a big event. What's the system? Something like that.
You're correct in 2 days. I wrote it wrongly in the note. In 2 days, yeah.
Yeah. So I got an invitation actually just after I was told that by the kids, and I got this. And then I handed Luan the note and the cross that I had in my pocket.
You hand Luan that.
Yeah, I handed it to Luan. I was like, just read this.
I will start reading it. And as I read it, I'll just say, oh shit, I forgot Jan. We need to exercise that thing that's attached to you. It's very easy. You just need to take a salt bath. But we'll get to that now. And I'll read it just randomly.
And the message reads, you're invited for the official unveiling of the science behind Bloemfontein's water system.
It sounds like one boring party.
At what time is it, if I may ask?
I think it's in the evening. I think the kids said it was going to be in the evening, but at the they're not say anything, so I'm just going to assume 7.
I forgot
Yeah,
to add
7
that
p.m.
too. Sorry.
Well, Jan,
Yeah.
boring party, distraction to snoop in his house.
Yeah, that is your in. Now that's a good idea.
If he is doing something wrong, I don't believe he's a vampire, but he's doing something wrong.
And I'll walk back in and hand Luan the coffee.
Jan is like moving and then moving some newspapers a bit and like, how do we plan to get in? Like, I get like how JJ's getting in.
You're my friends. You can just come. If I'm invited, I'll just be like, hey, I'm bringing this friend and this friend. This is Science Magic Man. You have a relationship. He's weird, but they live with you know, because you had a little. You didn't meet on the right foot. Let's be realistic. Like you are a little, but we can just be like, hey, we're both going. We don't want the house to catch on fire, so we're not going to leave him unattended.
Yeah.
Huh?
Just tell him
Don't feel
the Three
bothered.
Stooges have arrived.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, both ideas sound really well. Jan is going to look around and like see like all the like random headlines, newspapers and stuff. And what are we doing tonight again?
Haunted house,
Oh yeah,
on top of
haunted house.
the hill. You know, the big hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got reports about that, so we're gonna check out if there's any freaky deaky stuff. Right?
Yeah, we're gonna do. Yeah, sounds so exciting.
Don't you wanna hunt? You don't wanna hunt vampires?
Yeah, vampires and all that.
You okay,
Yeah,
what?
I'm good.
Mr. Warren?
I'm good.
The
Listen,
coffee smell is overwhelming.
What?
Like,
What?
you can smell. You can probably say this is some Ethiopian grade coffee.
What type of coffee? Yeah, this is like super strong coffee.
I
I
mean,
guess. Like,
yeah, it's very nice. I got it from Luan. He got me a nice little connection. He got some lovely little Ethiopian coffee, like new blend, It's become a new trend. It's very nice. You know, it's got a really great depth of flavor. I really
Yeah.
enjoy it.
and the smell is like really potent.
You have a problem with your nose. Are you sick? Sometimes when you're sick, it emboldens your senses because first you smell a cork bottle and now you smell the coffee, which is actually not that bad.
It's not that strong. Yeah, you don't smell coffee, but I mean, it's not like I roasted it in here.
Yeah, it's like maybe I got sick looking at protecting the farm. I don't
Maybe,
know.
yeah,
You've been
maybe that coffee
feeling weird
affected
lately?
him.
Yeah, like maybe so the effects of your coffee thing that you inform me about the information.
I did not misinform
I'm
you.
pretty sure he didn't misinform you. I'm
Okay.
going to be honest with you. You are the type to just
Either
not
he
listen.
misinformed me or I did not listen, and we all know what the answer is.
Yeah, you did not listen at all.
You did not listen, but it's
we
fine.
know you, but it's okay. But it's okay. To be fair, we haven't tried this miracle crazy thing, and he supposedly levitated. So him having side effects wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility.
Well, then, Jan, as your doctor, apparently you're going to stay at home tonight while me and JJ check out the ghost house because I do not trust you.
Do we?
There is no way.
Do we really want to do that? I mean,
Like, there is no
business.
way I would not want to fight
I mean,
a vampire or a chance to, or like a demon.
I don't know if we
We'll
can
see.
fight a vampire. To be fair, I don't even know if he can fight a vampire. But like,
It's not a
stand up and
vampire.
He can
Vampires
win out
don't.
too.
This man
Vampires have
levitated.
gone extinct. I have scientific evidence they have gone extinct. It's just a ghost or a tokoloshi. We can
How
fight.
about, okay, listen. How about you give me scientific evidence for whatever the fuck that woman did to the bucket to turn it from a fully solid object to a liquid? Okay?
You know,
And then maybe I will believe that. But for now, we're bringing him and his sword and whatever other shit he has, because I'm not gonna get jumped by a vampire.
It's not a vampire, but
Who knows what it is? It doesn't matter what it is.
hey guys, just open the door. I think the girl is here.
And you hear a knock at the door.
How the fuck did you know that?
I don't know.
this coffee must have really opened you up.
Yeah.
I go to the door and I open it. Hi, hello.
You see a young girl with flowers. And she's like, "Hey, hi, mister. This is to make you happy." And she hands you a flower.
Well, thank you very much. I
Okay.
appreciate that.
Okay, I'm trying to be like me, to make people happy.
That's
So
very nice
that's
of
a
you.
happy flower.
It made me very happy, so thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, bye! And she runs off and she sings a song again about
Bye, little girl.
flowers and everything.
And I just close the door slowly and I turn around and I'm holding the flower in my hand.
And you see the same flower.
And
in
I see the same
Johan's-
flower and he's exactly, and I'm like, oh, she came to you too, huh?
So back
Yeah,
to
she's
What is that? What was
just
that?
trying to
That's
make
nice.
people happy. Just trying to make people happy.
back to the
Why?
back to the topic, guys. I just wanted to say, I'm going to prove you guys wrong, and I'm going to show you guys that is most likely a being of the vampire type, and that's why I'm coming tonight.
Listen, okay? Either
I have a
you
sword.
leave him at home by himself with a sword and whatever the fuck else he has, okay? Without supervision, or you bring him with us.
That is very
Listen,
I lived so
so
long in my own house without any supervision, and I'm perfectly fine.
You are possessed by something.
Okay, buddy. Okay. Look, just, it will give us all peace of mind.
You are right. Let's take
Okay.
him.
Anyway, we do need to go to Tiffany's about something, but yeah, water system thing in 2 days. Remember that? I'll probably come to
Yes.
you. So be somewhat at home at least, because I don't want to come knock on your door when you're not there. So 2 days, please. And then tonight, okay, cool. Let me grab my bag. And then I will go and put like
awesomeness. And I will just say about the flower, we're keeping this silent. Her role model is Elsie. And
Is that why she wants to make people happy?
with a flower.
It is actually very nice. I don't like.
It's very sweet.
Like Elsie really is like making the community happy.
She truly is. She really is, you know. Yeah, that's unfortunate for you, hey? She'll be the hero of Bloemfontein before you.
She already is.
It really
It
is.
already is.
That's true though.
And you guys
Okay.
make your way to Tiffany's. Back at Tiffany's, she's made some tea, and she, like, when she finishes her tea, while you're talking, like, she swirls it around and look at the bottom of the tea, of the cup. She swirls it around and looks at the bottom of the cup and goes and puts it to the side. And you guys just keep on talking, and you're talking about, like, the recent events. You're talking a bit about Janine, and she assures you that she will, like, keep an eye on her. She, like, when she put her teacup down, she says, no, Janine's definitely going places, or she believes Janine is going places. And yeah, she talks about where she came from, and the words she used to describe her place where she came from, she keeps on calling it like she keeps on calling it like the Downs, and you're like, okay, it's probably somewhere up north in Europe somewhere. The way she explains the landscape and everything, it sounds like a European place. She talks yeah.
So what brought you here?
I wanted to expand my horizons. I felt like I needed to be here, if that makes sense. I know I sound like a witch, but no. If that makes sense.
It does.
It's just I go where I'm needed most of the time.
All of us have little witches and us.
And I mean, midwifery isn't going to happen on its own, you know?
That's true. And the scientific doctors are a bit useless sometimes.
They're a bit barbaric,
That's true.
actually. And I mean, I've met a couple of barbarians in my time, and they're less barbaric than these sciencey doctors. Yeah, they're a bit more. Yeah. I mean, you talk about Cohen, and he's just. I mean, he's on another level. And then Harun, but anyway, yeah.
Who's that?
Oh,
Never heard
the
of
barbarians I've met. Yeah. No,
Oh.
they're from my country.
Oh, of course,
Mm.
of course.
And yeah, so we've got. What's the tea taste like? What does the tea taste like to you, personally, to each of you? What do you think the tea tastes like?
Strawberries and cream.
Maybe a lemony flavor.
Yeah, that's the flavors you get from the tea.
Oh, that's cool.
That's the flavors you get from the tea. And you keep on talking for a bit. The door opens, you hear the familiar clanging noise, expecting a girl to run in, hiding again. But it is JJ, followed by Jan Hendrik, followed by Luan.
Hey, you guys finally made
Hello,
it.
hello.
You guys are here.
We did talk to you last night. I forgot. Oh, my bad. It's
Is it
so nice to
reporter?
see you two.
Is a reporter not supposed to remember everything?
Listen, a
Fine
reporter on very
details.
little sleep and a lot of work. Sometimes things fall through the cracks. No, these papers don't write themselves. But yes, it's so lovely to see you too. So you, and I'm looking at Tiffany. You are Tiffany. Am I correct?
Of course, dearie. You tried to stop me yesterday, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
I was so
Yes.
sorry. I was in a hurry to get somewhere.
No, I'm very understanding. I understand that like you're busy and you know you have your time. It was just what happened there was I had some questions. I'm a reporter, and so when things pique my interest. Just a little curious.
Okay. Well, I'll gladly answer any questions you have.
Um, I guess I'll get to business, like down to business. The When I saw you yesterday, and to be honest, like to be quite frank, this is off the record. I'm not going to write anything on any of these. I understand that like there are some things that we can and cannot talk about. This is more for personal interest. But yesterday, I saw you with the bucket, and I was very confused as to what happened there because it looked quite unbelievable.
Okay.
I mean, at one moment it was solid bucket. Next thing I see, there's a puddle of gray.
Oh. That's just me displacing energy.
Displacing how?
Here, have a cup of tea. And she pours you a cup of tea. And the steam rises as she pours the tea over into the cup. And she hands you the cup. Are you going to take a sip?
Yeah.
It's ice cold.
Yeah.
That's displacement. That's what that's what people call it. I've been taught a technique, and sciencey people don't understand this. So I'm sorry, Mr. Chemical Man over there. Does she know you? Yeah, she knows you. Mr. LaRue. It's quite difficult to understand. Although, and she looks at you, and she smiles. Okay, you might actually understand this.
That's actually something. And I will just head over to her and out of my satchel take out a large wool blanket and just say, "This is for the recipe. So thank you so much."
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is gonna
Yeah.
keep me warm when winter comes.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
As I said, yeah, thank you. And as I said, I do believe in. I'm a man of science, but I'm also a man that understands spiritual things. So please show us more. This is fascinating. And I told you that it makes sense. She just melted the bucket, basically. Like that makes sense. And I will just move backwards.
Look. So
Okay, this is the first time the two of you are hearing about her, talking about her abilities. Okay, just saying. Yeah.
So, in theory, I understand like how the individual components can be at play. But what doesn't make sense to me is how a person can tap into that and allow that process to happen themselves, could be in control of that. That does not make sense to me.
It's difficult to explain. Maybe Mr. LaRue can explain to you at another time. It's a bit more. Folks will call it magic. My granny used to call it headology. And For the two of you who heard the sobbing and weeping, the moment she mentions my granny, you can definitely see like a tinge of like sadness spread across her face very quickly. A momentary bout of sadness. Yeah, she used to call it headology. It is more of the... She walks over to the door, closes it, makes sure it's locked. She's like, it's more of the beyond science. It's a little bit more beyond science. And she looks at Luan again, and she's like, I'm sure he can explain to you. I mean, I'm sure he can explain things to you a bit better than me.
Like, I would add to that, in my community, it was called faith. No, technically.
Oh, yeah, it was called faith. What did your community use? A lot of.
They just faith, belief, and knowledge. And then
What was the major component? Aside from faith and belief and everything, she's talking about the blood. She's asking you specifically to... She's trying to get the word blood out of you. Yeah.
Well, it's of course the life force that carries the blood.
Yeah, the life force, yeah. That the blood carries, of course. And that's your way of doing things, and I've got my own way of doing things. I'm a bit more naturally inclined.
Yeah, as I said, it was not always it's not my job to cast any rituals. I was just a floor keeper, so don't ask me any too questions.
But you gotta keep quiet about this, please. I do feel like I can trust y'all. So what's the purpose of you coming here aside from finding out my skills?
I mean, I came here, to be fully honest with you, I mainly came here because before this...
She's filling your cups as you talk, okay, by the way, with tea.
Before this, I was unaware of this kind of thing. So to see it in real life made me feel a little bit crazy. You understand? Because I second guessed what I saw myself. So I had that conversation with Luan, and it's like, yeah, no, it's thing. But then afterwards, I wanted to actually get that confirmation. The second part of why we came here is that there is some strange happenings going on. It's actually why we were in the area by the farms in the first place. So there was a I don't know if you've heard about the animal attacks.
Yes, of course.
I will say we did check them. It was very clean to the animals when we did a medicine.
Oh yeah, it was very clean cuts.
Yeah, I just mentioned, so it's weird.
Yeah, it is quite strange. But the thing that we found that we think is very important was at Marta's place, but also at and now my brain...
Wardens.
The warden, there we go, thank you. My brain said William, but I was like, that's wrong. The warden's place, we saw that there was a marking. It was like a handprint with a sign in the middle. It's clearly the sign of that the cult, the hand.
Well, that's strange that they would openly advertise themselves like that.
It is quite strange. I assume that they did it to tag areas that they've been in, because it's strange that they're here in the first place. They don't usually come around this way, especially this far up, and so those two are strange, but I was assuming maybe it's a different type of group maybe an offshoot. Maybe they are copycat type of people where they're not actually members, but they want to relate like members. So
I
they're
mean,
working a bit differently.
religion works in weird and funny ways. I mean, in the religion of they're very bloodthirsty, or at least they used to be very bloodthirsty. And maybe this is just some sort of religion or cult that uses that mark to mark their territory.
It could be. That is part of what I suspect. But the stranger thing about that was when I was at the Wardens, which I first we were at Martha's place and we checked it out, and then I went to the Wardens to see. They had cleaned it off and even repainted over the marking. And when I touched it, it shocked me. And at first I thought it was splint or something like that, but I checked. It wasn't that. It was like electricity, something like that. And that was extremely, extremely strange. So we went and did a ritual. I think Luan can explain better because it's your experience and you're more experienced with this.
Yeah, basically you have your own ways of just something to just see what energy is tagged. So we did a small one there initially, and then we did a much larger one at midnight last night, and we saw that where we touched it, or I saw, because that's how it works, we've been tagged, or something floats off our hands as well as from across Bloemfontein towards the warden's house. So I think it's them, but I think we've been tagged, and I don't know how we're going to get it off.
Well, I think just time, perhaps. I mean, it is the gibbous moon. And her eyes go wide like this gibbous moon. And maybe the veil is a bit thinner. And again, when she says veil, the two of you who've heard her in the beginning, she's like, that momentary sadness. The veil is a bit thinner, so it's easier for things to happen if we're talking about that realm of things.
I'm more worried if the wardens did something. I just have a very bad feeling that
it is quite strange. He did show up to Martha's
Everybody
farm.
roll me a wits and awareness the moment he says he's just afraid the wardens did something.
Hey, let's go.
I miss my wits and awareness.
Let's go, baby. We outside. Yeah.
Elsie and JJ Milan. She's a little bit shook when that happens, when that is mentioned. Well, they could have, but I mean, they're so far outside of Bloom. Why would they? As far as I know, they're not into that kind of things. For those of you who saw that, JJ and Elsie, she's lying.
What kind of things is she not doing?
You know, they're the kind of things like the rituals and that realm of things. They're not into that.
Are you sure?
I mean,
I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
I've spoken to Henry, and he does like his blood.
That is also true. We just brought him a whole thing of blood, wine,
Oh, but
blood that looks like wine.
he's part of the older. It's like a family remedy, apparently.
For anemia, yes,
For
that's
anemia,
what they said.
yeah.
He asked me to make it look more like wine. Very interesting project.
Speaking of anemic, are you okay there, Mr. Mr. van Skalkwyk. You look a little bit bleaker than normal. Should I give you something?
I'm good. I'm just trying to figure out when are we, like, are you like a wizard or something?
What are you, Magic Man?
Are you like Luan or?
Well, if I was a wizard, I would be the second female wizard.
That's good. No, they just don't. You don't have to give me anything. I don't know. I think I became sick. I was out most of the night.
Here, hold on. I'm gonna give you something for free, okay? I'm gonna give you something. You don't feel. I don't think you feel 100%. Okay? It's a little bit of something that I've helped other people in the city with. And it's a very good homemade natural recipe. It just contains a bunch of herbs and the tiniest bit of wine so that it gets absorbed into the blood quicker. And I'm pretty sure this will make you feel right as rain in no time.
He drank the coffee, that's also maybe why.
This is going to help for that too, yeah.
Okay.
This could potentially help for that too. Ooh, side effects, okay. This could potentially help for that too.
Okay.
She hands you, yeah?
No, it's like, okay. And like, as she hands it, like.
Yeah, she takes, what she does is she pours like some red liquid into like a metal, a blikbeker,
Yeah.
a metal mug, a tin mug.
Yeah.
And she hands it to you. It's very, she pours it in, it's very, like, it's more gloopy than the liquid should be, you think? You don't know? It's liquidy enough. Yeah, it's liquidy enough. And she hands it to you.
What is that?
Oh, it's like I said, it's some wine mixed with, and she starts listing off herbs. And it's crap you've heard of before. There's a bit of ground bone in there apparently for some calcium. And
Okay.
a lot of like vegetables containing iron. Of course I know my vegetables. I'm not going to mention what vegetables contain iron because I know I love vegetables. Yes.
Broccoli, spinach.
Yes, those things.
Beetroot.
Yes.
Yeah, out of curiosity, Luan will just try and memorize the list and just say, and just try and analyze if the list he's giving would make what she has, like just off the top of his head.
It would make it, and you think the addition of wine does. You didn't think it would make sense, but it makes sense now with wine mixed into the mix. She was very adamant about the wine.
Oh, very exciting. You know, then he'll memorize, like, I'll remember this recipe.
I'm going basically, and then Johan Hendrik is going to take it and chug it.
You're gonna chug it. It's got a very irony, tinny taste. Maybe because of the tin mug. It's got a very irony, tinny taste.
Okay.
And you, almost all of you, you see the color return to his face, and you feel 100% better.
Whoa.
Wow, that happened fast.
It's the wine.
This stuff works. Is there any way? Maybe I should. How much is that?
I'll ask you for a favor later, don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Maybe I can borrow some of your books. If I can give you a steady supply of this, I can perhaps maybe borrow a book or two in the future. I'll take good care of it, don't worry.
I'll tell you what.
Or I can come and visit.
I'll take the favor for now. I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna need more of this. It's cool.
But if you ever need more of this, just come back.
Yeah. I don't think I will, but if I do, magically, I'll come back.
You'll come back. Okay. Now let's see how this works, because I'm gonna add something. Dun dun dun. And anything else aside from the mystical arts that you're talking about? Or that you're wondering about?
I have a few questions. Do you know anything about what's the family's name again, JJ?
The Wardens.
Like,
The Wardens.
Is it oddly specific that or like, do I remember in the dream the stuff I researched?
What did you research in the dream?
The family, and the thing I noticed was like the family,
the wardens looking the same.
Yeah.
You do remember that?
It's kind of weird that they basically look the same. The generations.
Well, some people have that. Maybe as you age, you turn into your parents.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, that's basically it. I think that's all my questions.
I mean, I still have a bit of, I don't know. It basically, I don't feel like it sufficiently answers the question in terms of the fact of like, there is something and there's someone doing it. And if Luan is saying that it is coming from the Wardens, while I'm not necessarily saying that they might be responsible, we don't have anything else that's a lead. And clearly something is going. So I don't see how we can rule them out completely.
I don't trust them anymore. It was very, I don't know, creepy. But
yeah, I had time to reflect, and I also feel like there are some things that, with this revelation that we have had, feels a bit less harder to just be like, oh, it's happenstance. No, it's been, could be this other thing, and oh, it's not. It kind of makes a lot of things feel.
Yeah, it makes a lot of things feel weird. But remember, it's still magic, even if you know how it's done. Maybe you should just be more open to the magic of the world. A sunrise.
And I will also say that I do trust Stephanie's opinion, at least in this sense, as well as technically Martha did say that the Wardens is safe, Martha. That's what you said, right? Do you fully believe that he's not dangerous?
Yes, they've been living next door to us for as long as I can remember, and this is the first animal attacks we've had.
But your vibe check, you are a woman that knows, like, when you look at him, do you feel in danger, or?
No.
Okay.
In fact, actually quite the opposite. He's a very attractive man. Now that you've gotten older, he's very attractive.
Okay. So maybe it's someone at the Wardens, and if it's not him. But because as I said, two people here say that it should be fun. Tiffany believes that
I mean,
he's not into that.
she will mention also the fact that this is now. I'm speaking on behalf of Marta. Like, they've always been good people. They've always looked after their people. They've always looked after the people around them. One of the first farms in this area, if not the first, she thinks. Like, it's reasonably been safe and everything around. That's what she mentions, yeah.
Okay. Let's think a bit. We're going to go ghost hunting.
Yes.
Oh.
So maybe we can think about that then.
Do you have enough silver?
We have a silver blade, at least, and then we're going to go get salt.
Oh, salt is very
outside.
important for spirits.
Yes, we need to. I don't know if you can see it, but Yana is a little bit possessed by something. But we'll do a salt bath and purification.
Oh yeah, the typical fix.
Something that feeds off his fear. I think.
Strange.
It is strange because
You feel
I don't
fine, dude. You feel fine.
yeah, and I don't really fear anything. I'm a fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Except a broken heart
And flowers.
and flowers.
Well, but yeah, so we can maybe talk about what to do next while we're doing some nice ghost hunting. If you got ladies, do you want to join us tonight for some ghost hunting?
You got an interesting lead.
Well, the thing is, there's nothing really exciting happening. Tonight is still your night off. You take about 2 nights off, and then you continue on.
Yeah, I guess I could take another night. That's fine.
Hey, let's go.
I see Janine got to you guys too.
Yes, she's such a sweet girl. I will say I did tell her to not say so loudly. She's giving her flower away like Elsie. Just say she's giving a flower to make people happy because she's herself.
That's much better. That's
That's
better
why
than
she
I.
said that. She said it's like by me or for me, but she had like a weird pause. Okay.
Yeah, she wants to give credit to Elsie, but this is her flowers she's giving, not Elsie's.
Listen,
I'm sorry,
Oh my
Elsie.
god, please stop.
Are you
No,
talking?
it's-
Are you saying
Hold on.
flowers or flower?
I'm saying
Yeah,
flowers.
flowers.
Okay.
You said flower and you killed me. I'm not gonna lie.
I just wanna say, Elsie, that you
Mm.
building up the community, like the younger generations, is
Oh
really
god,
something
please
to
stop.
look.
Elsie the role model, really.
And like how she, like, I've never seen someone be so inspired by someone like you, and it really makes me happy to see that Bloemfontein has a bright future that awaits it.
Okay.
All right, dearies. I'll unlock the door for you,
No, please do. Thank you,
and then
Tiffany.
you can leave. And
Yes.
she guides you out, and as she touches like you to just like gently guide you out, Elsie. It goes dark in the shop. There's this constant humming, and she touches Elsie, and she turns around and she looks Elsie, she looks you straight in the eyes. Her eyes roll over, so it's just white.
Mhm.
And in a very, very deep voice, embrace the tall, dark stranger. Everything goes light again. She's like, okay, dearies. She's normal. She's like, okay, dearies, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you okay, Elsie?
Like, all of
Yeah.
you saw this, by the way. Like,
Okay.
she was
Oh.
the first one. She let Elsie out first. So you were
Okay.
still in the shop. The entire shop went dark, and you all saw this.
Did we also hear it?
You also heard what she said.
Who's the told the stranger, Tiffany?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Don't worry, we have salt. We're getting salt.
Okay.
Get the salt. Luan, grab the salt.
Uh,
Tiffany.
No. I think she was just channeling something. She's not possessed. I think.
I don't know. Like I don't know how you know, but I know that you know that that's a demon.
I think we should leave. Okay. I think that's like part of her thing.
I'm gonna
Okay,
burn a
let's
demon
just-
tonight.
That's not.
Okay,
that drive,
dearies.
right?
She just
Okay,
moves
fine.
you
that-
out.
Yeah, I didn't bother, like, sure.
Tiffany, pray. Pray, Tiffany.
Of course.
Oh, and Tiffany,
Offler
if
is a
you
good god. Hmm?
if you need anything, just let me know. I said I may be very sciencey, but I'm still friendly.
Of
If you need
course.
help.
Of course, I will.
Thank
Have a-
you.
Bye.
Enjoy day and enjoy your hunting tonight, your ghost hunting. What haunted house is this? Is it the one
The
that's
one
that's
on-
always been haunted apparently?
Yeah, the one on top of the hill.
Okay, yeah.
Hmm.
Want to see what there is.
Probably
Still
just some
worth checking
homeless
it
people
out.
or someone. Eh. And you guys go out. And now you
As-
can
as
figure out
we-
what the fuck happened as you walk.
As they go out and we're walking, I like let go of pulling Jan with me out the store, and I go up to Luan and I like get in, like even my hand goes under his arm. She was lying.
Lying about what?
She was lying when she said, when we talked about the wardens.
Are
the
you
first
whispering
thing-
it in such a way that they can't hear, or just whispering so that no one else around you hears?
I'm whispering it in a way that only me and you can hear it. Like, no one else, not in a, they don't hear it, other people don't hear it either.
Like while they're talking.
Well, roll
Janine-
me a dex and stealth. No, charisma and stealth.
Like
Charisma, stealth, or manipulation and stealth.
Manipulation and stealth. Manipulation and stealth.
while they are like talking, Janindra will be in the background, basically be like, "Did you guys see that? That was
Fuck.
like a demon." And then
It's not a demon.
You succeed in being quiet enough, and no one else around the group, outside of the group, can hear you.
Cool.
And Hendrik, you were
So-
floating in the air a few hours ago, so I don't think you have any say on what is a demon, what is not a demon at this point.
Any leg to stand on.
So I just want to confirm: can the group hear what?
Yeah, the group can hear.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah,
the group can hear us.
your manipulation and stealth is just enough so that no one outside of the group can hear what
Out
you're
of the
saying.
group. She was lying, okay? She was lying when we asked and told her about the warden thing the first time, and she said, "No, that's not. They're not really like that. They're on the outskirts. That's something that they don't really do." That was a complete lie.
Are you sure that was a lie?
I am on everything I love. That is a lie, okay? Like she's good at keeping a composure. I can tell you that much. But through all of my experience, that was a clear lie.
Oh.
Yeah, he's saying, yeah, she was lying.
You saw that as well.
Yep.
See,
Oh. Shit.
she was
Yeah, the
lying.
wardens do.
So definitely, the warden is someone who could have most definitely did this thing, and the warden is someone we need to watch out for.
But why would he tag his own place?
We don't understand the ritual, but it could also be that that's the starting point for it. You know what I mean? Like, what if it's a piece of a larger, I don't know, puzzle where everything is connected, and that is the starting point?
Maybe and this is just spitballing it because again, if the fact that Elsie and JJ, who says he's lying, maybe he's not the one who's actively doing this, but maybe he's also being targeted because of what he's doing. If that makes sense? Maybe he is.
It's not out of the realm of possibility, but the main point is that I don't believe that he is an innocent party. Before this, we were assuming that something happened to him in the same way this attack happened to Marta. I don't believe that at all whatsoever. He knows a lot more than whatever he's letting on, and he's a lot more shady than what we currently perceive him to be, or at least yesterday and before that.
I just wanna put out there. Her eyes, like that, everything went dark, and I'm pretty sure she's most likely a demon.
Oh, okay. No. Dear Jan, I'll give you a lecture on demonology when we get home. That was channeling. This is how women get burned. Innocent women get burned because of people that say they're demons.
Let's keep it for not in public.
But
okay.
She was just channeling some sort of force. She probably, especially for Elsie, if that may have been just a foreshadowing, a prophecy, a warning.
It's definitely one thing. Where do we go now? We need to, if we want to talk, where do we go back? We can't go to your. Can we go to my place? We're right here.
Yeah, let's go to your place.
We can go to my office. I can close up. We can whatever.
Okay, what time are we meeting at the ghost house?
When does it get dark?
Well,
what time is it now?
6:30-ish. Well, now it's a little bit later than normal. You guys spent quite a lot of time at Tiffany's. Let's make it... Yeah, there we go. And let's just do that one. It's 1 in the afternoon.
In about 5 hours?
Yeah,
you
roughly.
Can
meet up.
To the house?
It's still light enough for you to get there, and then yeah.
Okay.
Also, just a quick thing. Roll me a D10 there, Mr. Jan Hendrik.
A D?
100? D10.
D10.
Or a D100 if you want to.
No, I got a D10.
Okay.
It was a trick question.
Hey!
Okay, very good. You hear a bit of panting, Mr. Jan Hendrik.
Okay.
And you hear food, 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 and you look around and you see a dog, and it's looking at you, and you feel like those words are coming from him. You guys, there's a dog like sort of whimpering and panting, running, well, walking next to y'all, and Jan Hendrik has definitely taken a bit of an interest. Food, food, meat, 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 yes, meat, food. Hello?
Do you guys have any type of food on you?
Food.
No.
Yes, food.
Maybe actually I will, in my backpack of overpacking, like, I have this piece of jerky.
Oh, food.
Biltong.
Meat. Biltong, ja. Biltong, jou bliksem. Biltong. Yes.
Biltong.
Biltong. Food, yes.
I'll give it to Jan Hendrik.
Okay. Hey buddy.
Food. Hi.
Food.
Hi, yes. Food, yes. Food,
Are you
yes.
okay, Jan Hendrik?
Food, yes.
Are you gonna give the biltong to the dog so we can continue on?
Yeah. It almost sounds like you're talking.
Food,
Someone
yes.
there?
You understand? Food.
Okay.
Food.
Take this. Yeah, take
Oh,
it.
what?
It always sounded like you had to
Beef.
talk.
Beef. Ooh, food. Water. Water. Drink. 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 Drink.
Oh, you have something like you guys have water?
No, there's water over there.
There's water.
Point towards the horse drinking water.
Oh, the trough. Yeah.
I was like, hey, buddy, there's water over there.
Water. Oh, no. And he runs off. And as he runs off, you hear in between his random words, and you hear thank you, and you hear what you probably would say is like tiny fart noises as he's running towards the water.
What the hell?
And he drinks, and he's like, water, tasty, tasty. Ooh, horse. Ugh. Horse stinky. Horse stinky. And you hear dog stupid. Horse stinky. Dog stupid. Horse stinky. Dog stupid.
That's funny. Luan, what the hell is this for side effects?
The side effects? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I think I understand dogs.
Huh?
I think you need like
Come again?
a good de-stressing evening.
You need to de-stress.
I don't know if anything you guys.
Is he gonna finally learn your job?
Listen. I don't know if there's anything you can do that can take away like stress. Like this is.
Oh, she does a few things that will take away stress. That's why she's a role model.
This is an important thing, guys. Like I am talking to animals.
Okay.
Hey there. We are talking to you. Hey there. As you look around, you guys hear like it's animal noises for you. There's pigeons around and everything. Yeah, you. It's a pause, Dave. You're talking to us.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
You're not what?
Not what?
I'm not talking, guys.
Who said you what? What you talking about?
Oh,
Jan?
he's new.
Jan,
Yeah.
I will say, if you believe you can talk to animals, which is very odd, embrace it. Could be a gift from the higher power. Embrace
Talking to animals is weird. Like,
Really
Says the one who hunts vampires.
Yeah.
vampires are real, guys. It's
The one that sleeps with his sword at night and cuddles it like a teddy bear.
That's the only love I know.
You sleep with your sword?
Don't
not
all
short.
men sleep with their swords?
It's not
You
a
sleep
short
with your
sword.
big
It's a
sword?
long sword.
Oh, you sleep with a long sword.
A thick sword.
And you cuddle it all
A
night long.
girthy sword.
I'm a mighty blade. The family sword.
With the family jewels.
The
Well,
family
you know,
treasure.
that I could always show you that happiness that Janine speaks about. It does
No.
come at a price, but it's worth it, I believe.
I think just the happiness of your company. I think it's already working.
Okay, never mind then. What?
You need to
Jeez.
start charging for your company as
Like,
well.
listen,
Yeah,
like
so.
Jan Hendrik will take like I don't know, like 50 cents or 1 rand or something, and be like, "You already made me happy," and then put a coin.
Where?
You're really good at this. You guys are right. She's good. She's good.
Does Janindra give me a 1 rand?
Yeah.
Hey, like 1 rand was a lot.
Is that a
Like,
lot?
that is.
It
That's a
is.
lot
It
nowadays.
is. It is actually quite a lot in these.
It's a lot.
Yeah,
Mm.
it is actually quite a lot. I mean, your services start at like 5 rand.
Mm. I will treasure this always, Yanendra. Thank you.
Toss a
Space.
coin to your hooker,
Yo.
oh valley of plenty.
And I put it in my bra.
I was just working on the crazy.
Sorry, I had to. I had to.
I was
Yes.
waiting to drop that one. Oh.
Let's move before the pigeon starts talking again.
I will say embrace the gift, Jan, and I will just walk next to him and say embrace it. See it! And tell me what they say.
Nothing you are saying is going to make me listen to pigeons. You stop talking to pigeons. Or I will murder each and...
Stop listening.
Okay.
Stop listening.
Let's.
Again, because you're talking.
Hey, I do. Throwback. I take him by like the hold him, and I'm like, hey, listen, maybe you don't want to get burnt alive for being crazy. So let's go and go home, and let's not cause a scene. Because I think currently we're causing a scene. Cool.
Okay, no, I'm not cause a scene.
Whatever you're hearing, you're not anymore. Okay.
I'm not. You're right. I'm not.
Roll me a willpower
all-
there, please,
It's
Mr.
all in my.
Skullquake.
It's all in my head.
Oh yeah,
It's
no,
all in
you
my-
completely ignore the voices of the
Throwback,
animals.
baby.
You completely ignore the horse and dog in a bickering match. Dogs are stupid. Horses are stinky. And you hear the rhythmic talking of the pigeons, but you ignore them. And you walk into the newspaper office.
Shall we meet you guys at the haunted house at 6 o'clock then?
Yeah,
Unless
if
there
you-
was something else you wanted to discuss.
Yes. That's fine. That works.
Okay.
So we are going to jump ahead in time a little bit. What are you guys all doing for the rest of the day?
Well, Marta is going home and burning the one piece of the barn and replacing it.
Well, cutting it out, burning it, replacing it, yeah.
And making lunch for me and Alfie.
And tending the animals for the rest of the day.
Yes.
Just relaxing.
Yeah,
Elsie?
Elsie will help
Mhm.
with everything around the house.
And I take
talk
it,
about Tiffany.
talk about Tiffany, yes.
Mm.
And I take it, Mr. Van Skalkwijk is going to take a salt bath.
He's going to be soaked in salt, he doesn't have a choice.
This
Yeah.
is not going to work, Luan.
I have come with him. I've holding him up. Me and Luan are holding him.
Guys,
Be gone, demon!
it's not how it works.
Be gone, demon!
I will exercise his fear demon, and I say, get away from this wretch. I know he's afraid of everyeverything, but get out of him.
I am afraid of you.
Be gone, demon.
I am afraid of you!
Everything tastes like salt.
That's the plan.
That's the point.
You're purified. We can sacrifice you now, technically, but that's not important.
And
Because you're probably also a virgin.
yeah, probably. And on that, the camera fades out. The camera fades out and opens up on a couple of tea cups with tea leaves at the bottom. And Tiffany, you see Tiffany look at each of them, and she's like, interesting. They will probably need my help now more than anything else. But we'll wait what happens. We'll see what happens. I need to get more blood, it seems like. The camera fades out, and you hear, carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Yeah. How the hell are you? How does that first experience of animalism sound?
That's dope.
That's perfect.
Yeah, you had some animal blood.
Some feral animal blood.
Why am
Oh,
I
so
always...
that's why it's animal.
Why am I always...
always crazy?
Yeah, like, why am I always the crazy one?
You're not the crazy one. You just don't understand your powers yet.
Like, I
He's becoming like a typecast. Okay, he's now the crazy one. Every role, he is the crazy one.
I'm a
Just
loyal
because you're
farmer.
not playing Masquerade anymore.
It's because you play it so well.
You do.
Yeah. Though, as soon as you understand this power, it's going to be very interesting. Because
Yeah.
then you'll use it.
You'll use it a lot. Sort of like Joanna did.
I
Yeah.
can't wait. I can't wait to
Crazy.
talk to Ben.
I was just gonna say it would be so funny if he's like, Ben, I finally get to talk to Ben. Ben, my best friend, and Ben's like, what? I don't like you. It's like, what the hell, Ben?
Yeah, what the
I thought
fuck,
we were
man?
friends.
We had a connection. It's like, why you always here?
I will say I'm also excited because because animal blood also gives you potentially protein. It's gonna be very hilarious for him to awaken to claws or be very light and not strong or whatever other bullshit they have. That's gonna be fun. But that was very fun. I'm so glad we saw the insanity as soon as he drank the blood. I was like, oh no.
Man, I had to dig deep in my Terry Pratchett lore now. Hey, fucking hell. I'm like, what's that one great god that's always evil? Okay. Well, he's not evil, but yeah.
He's not great.
His teachings has been misinterpreted. Until brother came along.
I love how you're delving into the Terry Pratchett, but you did this yourself, so you can take your enjoyment.
Yeah, I'm like, shit. I quickly had to Google what was Preston's name. What was his name? Yeah, he's the doctor slash. He was the guard, and then he's a doctor. Yeah.
Yeah, that she
likes.
Didn't work out. Yeah.
And yeah, ladies and gentlemen of the streaming world, thank you all for joining. We are going to continue this and post this next part over on Patreon. Remember that we've got a subscription billing is now active. If you do consider going onto Patreon and you do consider throwing money my way, remember that on the day you subscribed, the money will be subtracted. So every month. So if you want to subscribe, just keep that in mind. I don't know what happens with the older subscribers, but for the new ones, that's basically what's happening moving forward. I'd like to know what happens if anyone in the chat knows or experienced it. I would like to know what happens. And thank you, Tigress, Angel M, Serpent Chaos, Jono, and Santa for tonight's awesome thing. It's gonna pick up. It's gonna pick up soon, I think.
It's starting.
Yeah.
It's starting.
Yeah. And yeah, we'll continue this video off stream, and then I'll upload it to Patreon probably tomorrow or whenever I remember it before Thursday. So thank you all for watching live here on Kick, Twitch, and YouTube. And until next time.
Guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.